5 caliber.
Right.
What's up, brah?
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. One of those days, huh?
Oh, just everything was conspiring against me. I literally walked in the door at 10:02. It's like, oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
And normally I'm back by 1 kind of thing from my little lunch break, but just traffic was just ridiculous. But anyway.
I should probably stop my YouTube volume over here. Okay, go ahead.
I would probably do that. Can I press the little triangle on this thing?
Well, I did want to say I dig the purple guitar, but when you built it, were you drunk because you installed the pickup a little cattywampus?
No, this goes back to some other guy's drunkenness. But anyway.
Intro.
Yeah. Attention. Pay bloody attention.
Just get to the dancing part.
Well, yeah, because that's your favorite bit because you're in it.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
Next week,
evil
not space ruler seeks the services of a doctor.
Doctor.
He is a doctor. There's Q on the right. Woo!
White people should not dance.
And yet you do it.
Oh, it's going to be a big night tonight.
Big night.
Hit that curtain.
Of all the nights, this is the big one.
To Guitar Talk Universe.
Dead of recording. Oh, Guitar Hack's in here. What's up, bro?
I know. And this is your favorite key, so get on with it.
Oh. Oh, it's all funk.
Yeah. It's all funked up. Just for you. Hey, our guitars are almost the same color.
It's really an E?
Yes. I always know when you do that.
Oh, there's way up, dude. There's way up, dude. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funky.
Yeah. Look at me play this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew. Damn, I'm good. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. Assuming it was in a nutshell. Was it in a nutshell?
Can you do me just a favor real
No.
quick? Just
No.
I don't
Not doing it.
I
Not doing
don't
it.
I don't
Not
care
doing it.
I don't
Not
care
doing
what
it. Not doing it.
I don't care what
Nope.
comment,
Nope.
just any comment.
All right, let me talk about the comment. You can just make strange noises. Way up, dude.
Oh, dude.
This is my favorite shade of yellow. Now stop it.
Okay, you go ahead and play another backing track. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, I do have something I want to talk to you about.
Talk to me.
Every once in a while, is Guitar Hack still in here? Because my only response is, who the fuck are you? Okay, I always joke about, we played with a flock of seagulls, right?
Yeah.
And actually, it's a true
It's
story.
no joke. It's very serious.
We actually play with a flock of seagulls.
Yeah.
Okay. So Steve sends me this picture. The guy in the picture is the guy who, after Randy Rhoads was killed in that plane crash, first took his place in Ozzy's band. And then Brad Gillis came in.
Yeah.
So Steve sends him this picture. And I forget the story you told me, but my only response was, who are you? Who are you? So
Yeah,
I put the picture.
He lived not far from me, and
I put so they know who we're talking about. I put the picture there. So if you'll.
all right, there you go. There you go, Bernie Torme.
And like I said,
And a band I was in called Defiant, or Def One Ant, as I used to call them. We opened for him, his band, because he had a band, the Electric Gypsies. No, you don't remember that, do you? Anyway, so we opened for him. Oh God!
you didn't fall for that at all, did you? I just kind of agreed with you. Yeah.
What happened?
You didn't fall for me agreeing with you. Yeah. Wait, no, you didn't. You have no idea who that band. Okay, so yeah, that's the guitar player who took, filled in until Brad Gillis kind of got his stuff. I'm like, hey, didn't you play in an album with him or something, or
No.
something else happened with him, or
No, a buddy of mine was his bass player for like the last 10 years of his career up until he passed away. And another buddy of mine was his bass player because do you know the Ian Gillan band? You remember when he was in the Gillan band?
no,
The big scary bass player, Ian McCoy.
nope.
Well, anyway,
I'm not going to agree with you.
Anyway, so when Bernie basically went solo, McCoy was his bass player, but a buddy of mine used to stand in for him if he couldn't make it, and that was in between him playing bass for The Alarm. I think it was he was playing.
Oh, I remember them.
Yeah, there you go.
You want to say hi to people in the chat besides?
Well, yeah, but you made me
Wayman?
talk about this first.
They're just spectacular.
But they're not his. Like he didn't even pay for them. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's scroll up and say hello to people before
Okay. This goes.
Quentin has some sort of conniption fit or something. So first in the door was Guitar Hack. Can you believe it?
Hack.
He wants to wish a happy Sunday to all.
Is it Sunday in Canada? I don't know what.
Yeah, even under metric calendars, it's still
Okay.
Sunday. Yeah, absolutely. Yo ho ho and a barrel of Jack Daniels. Go back 20 years, I'd agree with you, but not now. And that's Paul McNary, whose name is in green, which I shall mention again that I made the executive decision without Q's consent that anybody who is a channel member and therefore their name is in green gets entered into the draw twice. So they get twice as much chance of winning something in our giveaways.
I think Zach Thong is in green.
He is, if we get to him in a bit. Then we have Janice. Hello, Janice. We have Way Up Dude, who you have a strange affinity for. Then we have Guitar Hack again. We have Way Up Dude again. Ken, Hip Metalworks is here.
What's up, Ken?
Yeah. Who else we got? Oh, Nora, Stock Explorer. Hey, Nora. Then we have... It's confusing the way that it's changing the names. I'm not used to seeing some of these. Bloomwalks is here. And...
Cover by C.
There is Zach Thong in green. You are, in fact,
Oh, yeah.
correct. There
You're a
you
little
go.
bit high above me.
Cover by CQ. Do we know who Cover by CQ is?
Nope.
That's a new name to me. There we go. Welcome aboard. How's it going?
Trouble just walked in. John Hockey.
Okay, well, just let me get to the bottom and then we'll find out. As they say in Scooby-Doo, let me get to the bottom of this. Yeah. Anyway.
Wayne McConnell.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Sean Hockey and Wayne McConnell.
Why does everyone have numbers after their name?
Well,
now?
because for some reason it's doing their channel names, not their like handles, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Cover by CQ says it's all good and gives us a thumbs up.
I don't know if you know, but besides the keyboard changing colors all by itself, which, by the way, is an exclusive for Guitar Talk Universe, there is no charge. You don't have to be a channel member to see it. It's automatic.
It's an incredible deal.
My luscious tones are provided by the great Sean Hockey, the Headrush MX5.
Who is in chat, so you can say nasty things to him right now if
Yeah.
you want to. Yeah.
Well, he also sent me some type of guitar with a busted headstock. It's
the Gibson.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Well, what I like about that is that it was they were being a little more honest about it by not gluing it back on.
Yeah, but that's just everybody knows to break your headstock off your brand new Les Paul and then glue it back on because it just makes the tone so much better.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Guitar Hack tunes in just for the keyboard.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a 24-hour live stream where I just have the camera pointing at the keyboard.
I don't know why you don't. I mean, just think of the notoriety you would have.
And for all you people, if this is the first time seeing the show, I'm in Kentucky, so my sense of humor is a little strange. So,
not just his sense of humor. What else we got? What else? Oh, God.
So I figured you got this guitar out because it's one of the only guitars that's actually in standard tuning.
Well, I just got it the other day. I was given this. Remember I said I got a purple Kramer? This is it.
Oh.
Yeah. This is one of the, like, bargain basement El Cheapos.
Yeah.
A little cursing.
Yeah.
So just like the Strat Trem thing and God knows what kind of...
Right,
It's allegedly an Alnico pickup, but I don't necessarily believe it. But it is actual wood, like actual tree wood. Two different types of tree wood. I think there's one type of tree wood under the purple paint, and then a different type of tree wood here. So that's pretty fancy. It has strap buttons, although I haven't put a strap on it yet. I might have to do something about that. I do think that Kramer has the dumbest neck plate on the face of the planet because it never fits the heel.
Yeah.
I think it looks ugly as all sin. And I know it's on the back and nobody gets to see it.
The trim cover plate, recessed or not recessed?
Not recessed.
I hate that. I've seen super high-end guitars where they don't recess the plate. But if you look at my guitar, I always just take the plate off and it never goes back.
But yours was recessed and then you took it off.
Yeah. Because it's a Schecter. Sun Valley Super Shredder 3. And Aurora Burst.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, because surely there must be some kind of mistake. So
Look,
anyway, this is
purple.
like, these change hands up here in Canada.
Look at my hand.
For about...
I can't see you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's Steve Brown. What's up,
yeah. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, these changed hands up here in Canada. A Guitar Hack can vouch for this because he is also of the Canadian persuasion. And, these typically change hand on Marketplace for $175.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, they are super cheap. And a buddy of mine just gave it to me. He's a bass player. Go figure. So he thought this was the ideal guitar for him for some strange reason. And then promptly never played it. So...
You know what I have a picture of?
To the best of my knowledge, these are still the factory strings. I haven't done it.
Oh, wow.
And my only criticism of it, really, is that the frets are nice and level, but not properly polished. They're a little gritty.
Gritty, yeah. Do you have any fret sprout or? Oh, yeah.
No. Ends are good and everything, but they're not as slick as they could be.
I mean, that's common for a $175 guitar.
I mean, and that's on the use. I think new they're like $399 up here. You know, so. But I think the point I'm trying to make is for anybody who is hesitant about coming up and joining us because they're like, oh, my gear's not good enough or whatever. We're not interested in your gear. We want you up here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know what I have a picture of?
What do you have a picture of?
And he gets so mad every time I post it. I have a picture of Guitar Hack playing a BC Rich.
Oh, like a pointy one?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I think he was he was up with Ben Coombs in a music store and, comes with a Flood Roos?
Flood Roos, yes.
Remember the Kramer that I showed you when I got to meet Motley Crue? It it had the Floyd where you do not clip it does not lock down here.
The
It's string.
the super cheapo, the one with the fake locking bolts because you just thread the string through them.
Oh my god!
And
So
people
bad.
tried to make excuses for them and say it was a version of the speed loader, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's just a really cheap piece of garbage.
But I got it. They autographed it for me, and I went out with some friends of mine who, they had a video on MTV. They were famous, not me. But they opened up for Night Ranger, and I got all the guys on Night Ranger to sign it, and Vivian Campbell, and
Cool.
then I painted it black and sold it for I think $100.
Nice. I had a Mockingbird once. I didn't like it.
Oh, dude, a real one?
Yeah. The little kind of weird little reverse
Yeah,
lower horn.
yeah.
I wanted to be up here somewhere, and it was just like banging on the back of my knuckles. It was like, oh, this is horrible.
Playing up in that high-end real estate, yeah.
Up in I was way up high on the tiny strings.
Zach Dong was at a music store a couple weeks ago. Met up with Ben Coon. There's William De Silva. He just came in.
Was there compensation involved? Like, was there trauma counseling or something?
I don't know if he got like a Mountain Dew or a Big Red, because Ben does those videos where he...
Oh dear, lovely. Would you like to jam another one, sir?
I would love to.
What kind of key would you like to do today?
Yeah, we could do an E major.
An E major. Holy.
I played an E major the other night. I can't believe they OU 812 guys. Well, John DeShane pulled it out.
Well, yeah. He's the only one on that show with some balls.
Oh. Want to see my pecker? No, I don't want to see your pecker.
Hey, did you like that picture of that T-shirt I sent you?
I don't remember.
It was say I, and then spell map, and then say
Myself.
Enos. So it was I, M-A-P, Enos.
I am.
Yeah. Well done.
Wow.
That's minor again.
Wow.
What we got? Do we have an E major? How about C major? No, that's one we played before. That's probably not very good. Oh, E7. Do you want to do E Mixolydian?
You can. I'll sit back and enjoy.
Just put the fretboard diagram up.
I don't care. What is it? E Mixolydian?
Yeah. Let me just check to see if it's long enough before we get too carried away here.
Oh, there's a joke in there somewhere.
What happened?
Just wanted to check to see
Oh.
if it was long enough.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, keep up with Quentin. Jeez.
Sorry.
Oh, it doesn't go up to. It just goes up to the 12th fret.
Oh,
Holy crap!
yeah. All right. Shall I?
Okay, okay.
Then Tom, you're right. But you win nothing. Could also be Dorian if you like Dorian. F sharp AO.
Take it away, Steve, please.
Okay. So the fun thing about everybody's talking in the thing is it does mean that I can play both F sharp and B minor pentatonics at once. So I'm gonna. That was quite lovely.
You know, that wasn't.
I think you enjoyed that.
That wasn't the worst thing I've ever played.
Oh, exactly right. I mean,
Thank God I had Google.
a raid for the Googleizer machine, huh?
Ben Tom, what's up, bruh?
Yeah, we got a few more people in here. Let's scroll up until I catch up. we got Ted, we got Wilma, we have RVP 5150. I don't know who that is. Oh, is that Randy?
It looks like it.
I guess it would be Randy Vincent Price. That makes sense.
Because he's a channel member and he has a wrench.
There you go. And we have Ben Tom. Alexis P is here. Hello, Alexis. Your alias is here. Yeah, you're 6,433 years old, according to Ben Tom.
Yeah, RVP 5150 is definitely Randy.
It looks like him in the picture, doesn't it?
No, it's the Hey Steve, Shut Up Quentin that I was.
Oh. I scrolled past that already. Who else we got in here?
Alexis.
Oh, no. Yeah, I said hello to Alexis. Nora is here, but I think I maybe already said hello to her. I'm not sure. Willem De Silva is here.
I did say hi to him earlier.
Did you? Did I miss him earlier? If I did, I apologize. Okay, I think that's where we came in. So who else we got down here? That's it. There we go. Cool. We're up to speed, I think. As much as you and I will ever be, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, you did all right in that, dude.
Randy, that was eMixolydian. And what I do while Steve's talking, I go to Google real quick and go, eMixolydian. I don't know if it helps when I do this. eMixolydian for guitar. And it pulls up a fretboard. And I'm like, whew, thank you. So I don't look like I went to public school.
You didn't like that one because it stopped at the 12th fret, you said?
Yeah, I found another one that
had all the notes?
That was longer.
Oh, dear. So what I want to know is who's going to come and join us up here? Like, there's a whole bunch of people in this chat that I know have the facility to do so.
Yeah, can we pin a comment or something?
Well, get your ass up here? Like,
If I can do it.
see, I still don't know how to pin a comment. When we're in here, do you have to do it in YouTube or in StreamYard?
You have to do it in YouTube.
See, that's why I can't.
Like,
do it
watch this. Bam!
Did you just pin that?
I think I just pinned it.
Like a mofo.
I know, right? Hold on.
Yeah, no, good for you. Good for you.
Good for you, little kid.
Bless your cotton socks. Yeah. Alrighty then.
Wow, that's a really funky looking link in the chat, though. Wow.
Yep. Well, as long as it pinned the regular one in.
Yeah. With Mux, I don't know, EV Mux. Use the duck.
Yeah, that's just another reason not to use Android.
An apple burn.
Not Apple Barn.
I'm
Apple
currently
burn.
not in the facility. Yeah, excuse. Look, dude, you got a guitar in your car. You can steer with your knee. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, really, how hard can it be? You know. I know all of his shovels are relics, so it doesn't matter if he dings them on the steering wheel.
That one went right past me. All his shovels are relic.
Relic.
Ah, his
His
shovels.
His Charvels.
Shovels. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, they're all relics, so it doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
Nobody
It's
cares.
actually staying in tune.
Yeah?
Pretty damn close. For a $200 piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be cool just throw an Invader and a Floyd on it.
Well, I've done that for a few other people. They've brought these things to me, and can you put a Floyd in it? And then that way I've got an actual Beretta. And I was like, sure.
Right, yeah.
But I might be tempted to do it. I might not. I might just leave.
My buddy back in the day had the USA Berettas. They weren't bad guitars.
I didn't like them that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
I found the necks were sort of considering they were like, one of the early quote unquote straight guitars, I found them very stratty to play, and I don't like early 60s Strat kind of feel. And
Oh God, like a 7-inch radio.
look out.
Oh,
The heckling worked.
I don't
Far
see anybody.
away. You could just shut her off.
Oh, there's
There we
trouble.
go.
There he is. With a Jackson.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, actually, you're quite
Cool.
loud, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can turn that down a little here.
Yeah, you're pretty hot.
Yeah,
Is that better?
tell whoever behind you to shut up. Keep it down.
The wife.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. She
Is
can talk
that,
as much or as loudly as she likes, yes.
Is that better or still too loud?
No, it sounds pretty good, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. How's your
Hey,
guitar
guys.
level? That should be pretty good. Hey, there we
Oh,
go.
we had crazy.
And Sandra is in the house. There we are. Are they playing poker behind you or something? Like, what's going on?
Actually, my wife's chatting with some friends of hers up in Canada right now. They're on a live stream.
Oh, Canadians. I would be careful of those people.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
my wife's Canadian, so yeah.
There you go. So you know. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. So if you want to win, I guess when we do some jamming, just turn off your microphone.
Yeah.
So that way we don't hear all that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like hearing
I
my
understand.
birds in the background.
Yeah, I totally get it.
All right. Let me give you some baptism of fire here and just let's find something. What sort of style would you like to jam over?
I'm not as seasoned as you guys, so like.
Well, yeah, we have got salt and pepper on us. Yeah.
So
Yeah, right.
where
A D.
But what sort of style
B minor,
do you like?
B minor, anything. Yeah, I don't care.
All right. Let me see what I can find.
All I'm gonna hear is fighting and talking and, whatever.
Sandra Picorni is in the chat.
Yes,
There she is.
I just mentioned that. But
I
you
wasn't
weren't
paying
listening.
I wasn't
as
paying
usual.
attention to what I'm looking at that guitar with all the frets on it. It's like, man, that's a lot of frets on that thing.
It's 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime.
So is mine.
One,
Yeah.
All right.
two,
Okay.
three.
I'll talk to you soon.
4.
Smart ass.
I can only count to 4, so.
A drummer / bass player. Right on. All right. I don't even know what that is. Where are we? That looked exciting for a second, and then it wasn't. All right, E minor. Let's do E minor. Here we go. Easy peasy. You want to go first, Q?
Oh, it's like a funk.
Yeah. I didn't mean to find another funk one, but I did. Shut up, Randy. All right, Blue Marks, you're up. You're doing great, Blue Marks. You really are. Whoa. Nice, dude. Nice. Winston. Thank God you got the little Frosty in there before the end. So, Blue Mox, clearly not your real name. Am I right in thinking it's Chris?
Oh, yeah. My name's Chris.
Hi, Chris.
So, yeah, Chris Saul. That's my last name. So.
Right on.
Yeah, I've been playing for a little bit over 3 years now. So,
Very cool.
Good.
yeah.
So what
Yeah.
what made you pick it up?
Well, I shouldn't actually say 3 years, but back in my 20s, I played for a few years,
Okay.
and I quit. And I
Right.
wish I had stuck with it, and then I kind of got the itch again and pulled out some of my old guitars and started working on them, trying to get them, back to working.
Yeah, yeah.
And I fixed them up. I do quite a bit of my own guitar work.
Cool.
I do refrets and stuff like that. I've done stuff like that. So
Okay.
I got the itch again, and which immediately led to having to repair an old tube amp.
Yep.
And then it was like, okay. Then it became I bought a Boss Katana, and then now I bought a Boss GX100 that I just
Okay.
play through the 4-unit direct to my PC.
Yep.
I don't even play through amps anymore. So.
No, right.
And so the itch happened, and I'm going about it completely backwards. I basically know 0 songs at all,
Right.
and I play very little rhythm and chords, but I can, just not well. And I spend most of my time soloing over backing tracks.
Noodling.
And
Which is
that's
fun.
just noodling over backing tracks, which I really enjoy. So, I've got probably about 50 tracks that I play over, pretty
Right on.
regularly, and
Yeah.
I try to play like an hour a day,
Yeah, very good.
So,
Yeah,
so
awesome.
it's a growing, you guys know, it's a lifetime thing,
Yes,
So
yes, it is.
it used to be for quite a few years. It was race motorcycles and stuff like that,
Right.
and I parked those, and before I killed myself, parked those, and I think you guys all know when you're playing the guitar, it's kind of the same thing, right? You're in that world, right?
Yep.
Your mind is not in other places. So for me,
Nope.
it's like
It's a
really,
zone.
yeah, it's like super great therapy for my mind. Don't worry about anything else when I'm doing this. So
Yeah, precisely. And
So,
playing
yeah.
playing punk rock on guitar for 30 minutes is way better than punching somebody in the head.
right.
Right? It's good therapy, like you say. So yeah, exactly.
Well, I will say that last backing track, I didn't like it a whole lot. It was too fast.
Oh, were you getting tired?
Well, I kept on, and instead of trying to play something up to speed of the song, I just kind of cut it in half. But yeah, if you notice me struggling a little bit, it was a bit fast.
Okay.
But anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
I am not ex-military. No, I'm a general contractor, and more specifically, I do a lot of urethane and waterproofing work. Matter of fact, Saturday I was supposed to pick up a new microphone, not have this mic that's going on here. I've got one that I ordered, but I couldn't get to my P.O. box in time, so I was out with my partner. We're way up north getting some information for some bids. So yeah.
Okay. So where are you located? You don't have to be too specific.
I am north of Seattle, about an hour.
Oh, okay. You're not far from me then.
No.
Yeah.
And my wife is from Manitoba. She's from Winnipeg. So
Right. Oh, so she's having a much better life then.
She's been here. This is her second summer here.
You've got headphones on, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. She thinks it's working great because I spent a couple of winters up there.
Yeah.
minus 30 and minus 40 is like it's a drag, man.
Yeah. Exactly. Minus 40 is winter. Minus 30 is summer. Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, summer is humidity and black flies.
Yeah, lots of them, man. I grew up in Upper Peninsula, Michigan, so
okay.
Yeah, but I moved out here when I got out of high school, so I've been here. That was '86, so I've been here a while. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So.
And so, tell us about the Jackson. It's obviously a soloist of some form.
This is a I don't know if you can post a name on this thing. It's actually
SL3
it's a
or something, whatever they
It's an
call it.
SL3 Pro Plus.
Okay.
So it's got the stainless frets and a real ebony board and the neck through.
Yep. Nice.
And yeah, the Seymour Duncans that it came with, a couple of hot single coils and a humbucker distortion.
Yeah, very cool.
And so I have a tendency to try to choke, destroy the death grip on the guitar.
Push the strings out the back of the neck.
I wear frets out, or I have, sitting around playing the same guitar for a while. So I finally put some stainless into one of my guitars, and I bought this one. I've had almost a year,
right?
And it's basically showing zero wear. I'm like,
I mean, they do wear eventually. Eventually.
Well, especially when you're new to practicing, you're like doing the same thing over and over and over, right? You're just, oh yeah, that fret's going away there.
Well, look, it's flat. It's just a silver stripe.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I really appreciate you coming up. This is very cool to have somebody.
I've been getting more of the itch to do it, and I get super nervous. I mean, like right now, my hands are just stuck together. So
hopefully,
but I need to just do it more.
It gets a lot easier.
You're welcome up every Sunday. Feel free.
Cool.
And that goes to anybody. If the same 4 people want to come up every Sunday, that's good for me. It's all good.
And I hope Randy's happy I turned off the piezo.
Yeah. I told him to shut up. I don't know if you heard me. And he said, yes, Steve. Apparently, he thinks differently of the two of us, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. It's funny because I don't think about him at all. But anyway, that's another story. All right, let me find something that is a little lower tempo for you there, Q. Let's see what we got.
That'd be good for me, too.
Okay, all right. B minor. How's B minor?
Oh, dear Lord. Yep,
all
sure.
Right, here we go. You want to start, Chris? There you go, Q.
There we go.
You took it to the bridge.
Killer, guys.
Dude,
Very nice.
your playing's fine, man. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Relax.
it gets
Relax.
easier
Stop
and
sweating.
easier.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Easier said than done. I know, you know.
And the only other time, this is my second time to come on a live channel. That
Oh,
actually
really?
played.
Oh, well,
so yeah, I did
you're
it
very
once.
honored. Thank you.
I did it once about a year and a half ago on a Sunday on Ryan's channel.
Okay.
And I proceeded to get completely drunk while I did it, and my playing went from. I thought it was going to help me be less nervous, and what ended up happening, I got less nervous. Yeah,
Yes.
but
Yes.
the playing went.
Sideways. It happens that way sometimes.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
Actually, on that note, I'm going to make a quick drink.
Well, there you go. All righty. We'll still be here.
Making one for the wife too, so we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I saw Jeff H in the chat.
Yeah, I see that.
Come on out, Jeffrey. You know.
Yeah, he's probably busy, cataloging rear bumpers of Hyundai Elantras or something.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, as he does out in the field when he's not investigating murder subjects, you know. He seems to collect information on two things: Hyundai Elantras
I know, right?
and murders.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's driving in the truck because he's following people in Hyundai Elantras to take pictures of their back bumpers. That's what it is. They think he's stalking them, and they're driving straight to the nearest sheriff, but he just wants to take a picture of their rear bumper.
If he finds the time, like if it's late at night, could you steal me a AC compressor off a 2007 Hyundai Elantra, please?
All you need is like a 10 mil, is it, right? Ah, dear. Dear, oh dear. Well, this is very cool that we're only Blue Mark's second venture into live streaming. This is very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now he's going to start drinking.
Yeah. So we should keep him on as long as
Yeah,
possible.
exactly. We'll hold this against him.
Yep. Oh,
Okay, to cast it
hang
down.
on. I already muted you.
Oh.
Oh, they've muted themselves. There we go. I'd already muted him, though. He can clink the ice cubes as loud as he likes. Yeah. Get that little shaker going. Yeah. So what have you been up to this week, Q?
Just waiting for the shit to hit the fan here in about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it's positive shit, though, right?
Yeah, you know, get it over with. And
Yeah.
uh,
Stratocaster stalking.
hopefully my boobs will shrink down to a normal size.
What's
That's
that?
thyroid,
Take
man.
you off
You're-
all the hormones? Yeah.
That's thyroid, and my boobs are huge.
Wow.
Or moobs, as we call them here. in
Yes.
Kentucky.
Deuce moves. Got two of them, right?
Actually, my right one's bigger than my left one.
Now I can I unmute him? Yeah. No. No, you're still muted on your end there, Blue. No. I can't unmute you because it says you've muted yourself.
Could be like Ryan's show last night.
Oh, there's a Frank Zappa reference in the.
Oh, it was really. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
There we go.
He's back. He's back.
Yeah.
So
What do I
are
need
the-
to click on?
Yeah. What are the beverages of choice today?
We're having vodka, soda water, and some lemon. And a lot of ice.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your weather's
One per
anything like
sipping.
mine, it's a beautiful day today. Yeah. Uh-oh. Jimmy
The weather's-
Buffett's-
The weather is just so good right now.
Yeah, not a cloud in the sky, right? And it's just beaming.
This is my time of year where I'm really out making money. I do a lot of solid surface decks and waterproof deck systems.
Right, okay.
That's part of this time of the year. I wear a respirator all the time, and
Yeah.
you know, staying, clean shaven so I can deal with that.
Yeah, sure.
But when the weather's good, make the money. Right?
Yeah,
so
gotta make hay while the sun shines, right?
that's it, man. And yeah, the weather has been killer, So I got about what till October.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, was that more your speed there, Chris? Like a little more laid
You can
back?
even go. I can go faster than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to pick up a vibe, if you know what I mean. So
It's all good. And
See where we're at.
Whatever way it goes,
Yeah.
I'll work my way through it.
Right on. CQ, that's how you do stuff without complaining.
Did Steve just say, shut up, Quentin?
Not really. That was more of a don't start, Quentin.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That wasn't shut up. That was just don't start. C minor. Should we go C minor?
Let's go C minor.
All right.
Wait, which dot is that?
It's in between two of them.
I can't count that high.
Yeah. Oh, Q, you're up first on this one. This is you. You and your close friend Barry White. Off you go.
Let me turn off my pipe.
C catching you out?
Totally, I never play C.
Subtle ending now, Q.
God damn, I'm good.
Yeah, that's subtle. Here we go. That was beautiful.
That was subtle.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. All right.
I think that was as well as this is the second time I've been on a live stream, I think that was the second time I played C minor.
Oh, well, there you go. You got to be prepared for these things.
Yeah. I was not ready for that.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's fine.
Now, we've had a few other people sneak in the chat here. So I know for a start, Sarah is here. Yeah. Who else have I seen sneak in? Should have some other names. And there's obviously that Jeff H guy who's off stalking it. Yeah. I thought there were some others. Maybe not. Maybe I was just imagining it.
Well,
Rich Heyman.
Steve, I've got to go and get something to eat because I'm diabetic and I can feel my diabetic.
Well, okay, well let's wrap it up then. So Chris Bluemox, thank you very much for sitting in with us.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on.
You're always welcome, dude. Always welcome.
Appreciate it.
Any Sunday where you're mixing drinks and just hanging out, then do it on here.
Lately, it's been my one day to relax, so and totally enjoyed it. And great to meet you in person and all that good stuff.
Exactly,
so, cool.
And hopefully you can now tell a few other scaredy cats out there it's really not that bad.
It's okay, and learn to play C.
Don't worry, it'll be B flat next Sunday. Don't worry.
If you want, you talk about you jam all the time to backing tracks. Just find your favorite backing
if you've got
track.
favorites,
send it to us or send us a link and we'll play it and you can jam along and that's
so you're more comfortable. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. No, I appreciate it. That's great, guys. You understand the way that works, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Just as long as it's not Pink Floyd in E minor, for God's sake.
Or any.
Which I love, but what are you gonna?
We'll get plenty of that during the week, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you to everybody who is in the chat here. Again, thanks very much to Chris. Bluemox, fantastic. Very brave.
Yes, thank you for coming up.
That's fantastic, and hope to see you up here again. This is very, very cool. And yeah, you heard it from the man. It's not that scary. And,
no.
Yeah. Okay, Michael B. Live. Okay, that's another new name. There you go. Unless you know who they are.
Yeah.
Q.
Love C minor. Well, you love C minor.
Yeah, everybody loves C minor.
Later, Ken.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's about 117 here in Louisville. So
yeah, it's not that here. Might be nudging towards 90 though. It's a warm old day out there. Anyway,
you got the outro.
We have our final wonderful, superstar.
You're not going to believe if you haven't seen our outro video that Sandra did. You're just going to die. You're just going to die.
Here it comes. And again, thanks everybody. See you guys on Friday.
Yeah, later, Chris.
For episode 4 of is it episode 4? Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe it's episode 3 of it's episode 3 of GTU Gets Weird, and next Sunday it'll be episode 4 of this one. They're one out. I know that much. All righty. Well, there you go. Have a wonderful, wonderful time of your choosing, and here it comes.
It's a dachshund playing banjo. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Goodbye, everybody.